Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to startle a couple of you. I didn't realise quite how close to this microphone I was. Do come and find a seat if you don't have one. I wanted to welcome you very warmly to this first Dementia and Vision and Dementia and Sight Loss conference, hosted jointly between UCL and Vision UK. My name is Seb Crutch. I'm one of the psychologists at the Dementia Research Centre at UCL and temporarily based here at Wellcome Collection as well. And we're delighted to see so many of you. This is a little bit of an experiment in that for just over 10 years now, we've been running regular support group meetings for people living with the so-called visual variant of Alzheimer's disease known as posterior cortical atrophy, or PCA. And those meetings happen 3 or 4 times a year. But this is the first time in which we've blended what are usually a series of informal talks and small group discussions together more into a conference format. And so many of you I know will have perhaps come today as professionals working in the dementia or vision fields, perhaps having heard of PCA, perhaps not. And so we hope it will be a really good intermingling opportunity for us all to hear about issues of common interest to us, and I hope everyone will walk away with something new. I just have a few very practical announcements. One is to alert you to the fact that we're not expecting a fire alarm. If there is an alarm, there are 2 emergency exit staircases here. There'll be lots of staff to guide you out, particularly everyone wearing a red badge is one of the helpers for today, and we'll guide you out. And the meeting place is, if there is a fire alarm, is the quad in the centre of UCL, but we will guide you down there safely. One of the other comments I wanted to make is just to remind everybody that as this is a support group meeting, as well as a conference, please don't feel obliged, particularly if you're a support group member, to sit here through all the talks. We are absolutely happy for people to come and go as they please. We've set out tables at the back which will be free for anyone to use at any point during the meeting, not just during the breaks. And particularly at lunchtime, we've set aside a room in the back right-hand corner of the space where we'd suggest that if regular support group members or people who are here for the first time, if you want to go and chat with someone else, perhaps living in a similar situation, then that's the place to find them, just so you can hone in on each other. I wanted to alert you to the fact that we're very pleased to have David with us, one of the photographers from Wellcome. David's taking pictures throughout the day, which we hope to use as publicity, either for Rare Dementia Support or for Vision UK. If you don't wish to be feature in any of those photos, that's absolutely fine. If you could just make yourself known to David, then we can try and make sure that none of those photos with you in are used. And the last thing I wanted to do before handing over to Matt and Paul is just to say an enormous thank you, not just to all of you for coming. For some of you, it's the first meeting, and it's always a big step going into a room where you're not quite sure who else you're going to meet or what you're going to hear. But also a very practical thank you to many, many people I can't list all of here, but I wanted to give particular thanks to Jeanette Younghouse, and also to Ty Arbour from Vision UK for doing a huge amount of work to coordinate and organise everything that you'll be hearing about today. So huge thanks to both of them. Without much further ado, I'm going to introduce Matt Broom, who's Chief Exec of Vision UK. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. As Seb just said, I'm CEO of Vision UK, and this is just a very quick bit about who we are and why we're here. So Vision UK is the collaborative facilitation organisation for eye health and sight loss. So we have membership which ranges from blind veterans and RNIB and guide dogs and various other people, all the way through to the Royal College of Ophthalmologists and the College of Optometrists. So we try to cover a wide range of topics and bring those thoughts and thought processes together in order to lead thought. And one of the reasons for being here today is because dementia and sight loss as a general principle are not brought together. We're very aware of this. We have a committee that meets and actually tries to bring this together with the Alzheimer's Society and obviously with Wellcome and UCL and various other people. And it's all about that collaboration. It's about bringing those people together so we can actually think and speak with one voice, work together, and actually try and make some proper strategic outcomes for those people with dementia and with sight loss and with the 2 conditions together, and as discussed a while ago with some social services colleagues, with a lot more conditions as well. Most people who end up in the social services situation have probably got 3 or 4 issues going on, not just 2. And it's about treating people as a person, not a patient or a condition. It's about understanding that there are a lot of things going on in everybody's lives, and this is part of what this conference is all about, as you'll have seen from the agenda. The things we're working through is a whole bunch of different pieces of research, but also about how you can cope with these ideas. So I'm not going to stand here for very long. I'm going to hand over to Paul to carry on with this, but welcome. Thank you all for coming. It's really good to see so many people here, and thank you to the Wellcome Collection to UCL for actually hosting us, which is fantastic. And look forward to a very good day. Thank you. Paul.
Yeah, so I'm the third stooge. My name's Paul Ursell. I'm an ophthalmologist from the Royal College of Ophthalmologists. We've set up this group, or a group was set up within Vision UK, or Vision 2020 as it was, to look at sight loss and dementia. I chaired that for a few years and recently handed over to Renata from Blind Veterans. So we have all the stakeholders, or as many of the stakeholders we can get our hands on, to come to these meetings where we try to discuss the issues that are going on. There's not many people in this space with dementia and sight loss. Seb and the group here are sort of leaders in that. And this conference has sort of come about and evolved from that group. I'm going to hand over in a second just one piece of housework that I'm a surgeon, and where I come from, the surgical background, it's the sort of thing we do at the start of our surgical meetings. So can I ask everybody who's right-handed to put their right hand in the air? And everybody's left-handed, put their left hand in the air. So keep your right hand up, if you're right-handed. The left-handers, left hand. Now, you've got a hand in the air. Take that hand and get your phone and put it onto silent. Okay, fine. I'm going to hand over to Roberta, and she's going to chair the first session.